Lori here, and I just wanted to take a moment to share with you some really great ideas on how to make an at-home face mask. There are lots of options out there. Some of them do involve sewing. I unfortunately am not someone who can sew, and so I have decided to show everyone 3 different options of how you can make a face mask without sewing and actually pretty easily. So today I'll tell you what we have with us right now for the 3 options. I have a pocket square, which is the first option that we are going to be going through. And you will also need for all of these, actually for 2 of the 3 options, 2 rubber bands, hair rubber bands, or 2 hair bands, and a pair of scissors. So pretty basic and pretty easy. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do, we've got our pocket square here. You want something that's, I believe this is 15 by 15. You want something that's between that, possibly up to 18 by 18. I think anything bigger than that might not work as well. And you also wanna make sure, as far as the material goes, that you have something that's either cotton or silk, something that is breathable. I know that some people have used pillowcases. The higher the thread count, the better. So just a few different tips for people grabbing some things from home. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we are going to fold this in half. Okay? And by the way, everyone excuse my nails. Obviously there are more important things going on right now that I have au naturel for the nails today. Okay, so we are then going to fold it again halfway in on both sides. And the side that's farthest away from you, you want to just tuck over a little bit, very slightly more. And then you're going to flip it over. Then you are going to take your 2 hair bands that you have, and you are going to put one on each side of the handkerchief or pocket square. Okay. Then you're going to fold the ends in so that they meet in the middle. And what I usually do is I just kind of tuck it in so it stays, but this is going to be resting around your face, so there really shouldn't be a lot of movement because it's going to be a little bit snug. So the hair bands, it should then look like this, and you're going to put it against your face and put the hair bands around your ears. So next we are going to go over the second option, which is with a bandana. This I believe is maybe 18 by 18. You can use a shirt, you can use a pillowcase, again, anything that's breathable. And this only involves the bandana or the material of your choice and 2 hair bands. Okay, so in this option, we are going to fold one end right in the middle, and then we're gonna fold it one more time so that it's in the middle. Then you're going to bring the back end and you are going to fold it so it meets the other end. Then you're going to fold it again. Then you are going to take the hair ties and put them on both ends. And depending on if you want a pleat or you don't want a pleat, this is where you would decide if you would actually flip this over. If you wanted a pleat, then you would actually flip this over. If you don't want one, and we just did a pleat in the last option, so I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it like this so it's a smooth front. So then we are going to fold one end up to the hair tie, and then we're gonna fold it one more time. And then do the same on the other side, up to the hairband, and one more time over. Okay, so it looks like that. And then we're gonna take these pieces and we're gonna kind of tuck them in to the fold. And if you did decide to go with the pleated version, then you would just do similar to what we did in the first option, and you would just kind of tuck one end into the other. There wouldn't be a fold for you to tuck into. Okay, and then you end up with something like this. We are now going to move on to option 3. This option does involve cutting either a pillowcase or an old shirt. And in this case, I decided to use an old t-shirt of my daughter's, but any size will work as long as you measure it. You actually do want to have the length from the end of the shirt up into where you're going to cut to be about 6 or 7 inches. And actually very similar, going from bottom to top, you also want to have that length be about, I would say, 7 or 8 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and I have measured this already, so I kind of know where to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting to the other side of the shirt, or whatever material you're using. Again, you want to do 6 to 7 inches from here to here, which is about 6 to 7 inches, but you still want to leave the rest of the material because you'll see why, what the plan is for that piece. Okay, so then you're going to cut inside the shirt, I would say maybe 1 inch or 2. And this is where the 6 to 7 inches is important. You want to cut into the shirt about 6 or 7 inches, which is about there. I've already measured this, so I do know that. And this is what we're going to be using for the ties. So I'll go ahead and do this side now. If you have scissors that cut well, it will make this a lot easier. Okay. So what I did was I'm basically cutting out a square into the material. So once you cut in that piece, you want to make sure that the width from here to here is big enough to cover your face. That's kind of gives you the guideline of how far you should be cutting in. Then I'm going to go ahead across and join the other side. Okay. So you end up with something that looks like this. Now we are going to cut the bottom so that there's 2 pieces, because one will act as the tie above and one will act as a tie below. And so you end up with this. So this is option 3, and I'm going to turn around here so that you can see I've tied it in 2 spots. I've tied it here, and I've also tied it below here to secure it. So I hope that everybody has found this useful. I know that the medical field is really looking to use any masks that are out there that are being made. So this would be a really great way for everyone to help out by finding something at home that you can use and making your own mask. So any questions or any comments, please feel free to reach out at us at Aubrey Gurry Team. And as always, I'll be back in touch and talking to you soon. Okay. Then you are going to take your 2, oh, hello, blooper. So next we are going.
Start over.
Lacey, quiet. And actually, no, we don't need a pair of scissors. Actually, fold it once, right up to the bandana. So this is option 3.
Hold on, start over.
I need better scissors. Then you're gonna place this over your face. Oh. See, I'm gonna turn around here. Bow.